Martin is 39. He lives here on the Valerie Mtobo estate in East London. He is unmarried and has not had a girlfriend for 14 years. Martin is left-handed. Sorry, could you use your other hand, please?
Oh, shit.
You're looking at around 13% of the population who are left-handed. Gauche, sinister, cack-handed, whatever you want to call it. To be honest, there's not much call for research in this area. What we do know is there are correlations with learning disabilities, mental retardation, inability to form lasting relationships, impotence.
I got all the names at school. Cat boy, backhander, nib bender, all that. Ink smudger, yeah, that was another one. So I knew, I knew all right.
Were you the only one?
No, there are a couple of others, but I didn't much like them, though.
Martin's mum, Maureen, lives a short bus ride away on the Rahida Nawaz estate. She has 3 children, but Martin is the only one she sees twice a day.
I think we are close, aren't we, love? Whether it's because of his handedness, it's difficult to say. He's always been my special boy.
Long considered a sign of devil worship, left-handedness itself is no longer illegal in most parts of Britain. But that's a position campaigners are seeking to change.
There simply isn't enough protection. The law states that they can only be left-handed in private. And yet I regularly hang around city centres late at night and I see couples walking down the street quite brazenly holding each other's left hands. I mean, the police don't do a thing.
Is that so bad?
Well, of course it is. Look at the example it sets. Young, impressionable people are going to see that and they're going to say to themselves, I know, I'm going to be left-handed too. It stands to reason.
Well, the Church remains very clear on this. What it teaches is that the persons themselves are not sinful, but the act is.
What act?
Well, any act.
Any left-handed act?
Yes.
Writing, playing tennis, painting?
Any act performed by the left hand, yes.
What if you use both hands?
Well, that would be a matter for individual bishops. Broadly, what the Church says is that so long as the right hand is dominant, that is not sinful.
So, if a priest were to bless someone with his left hand?
Oh, that would be a heresy. No question at all.
Well, quite nervous, but positive. Advertising's good. Yeah, it's quite, yeah.
Martin has a day's temping work with an advertising agency in central London. It may lead to further work, so he's determined to make a good impression. But he's also hoping that in this sort of environment, he may finally meet Miss Right, or Left.
Advertising, trendy.
Did you find us all right?
Yeah, I took the 19 when I changed at Piccadilly Circus. Yeah.
And this is Deepak. He's one of the copywriters. Martin, he's temping with us today.
Pleased to meet you. Yeah.
And this is Brenda.
No. Tuesday is fine. Yes. So, well, I'll see you at 9 o'clock then. 9 o'clock.
Left-handed.
Right.
You have been warned.
Yes. Actually, so am I.
Ah. So, do you temp in a lot of different places?
While Martin is open about his handedness, many others lead secret lives. Establishments like this licensed left-handed shop in a London back street are the visible face of a growing illegal trade.
These came in a couple of days ago from a raid. Left-handed scissors. Left-handed computer mouse. And most disgusting of all, I mean, kiddies could see that.
What would I do if a left-handed bloke came in my baby? I'd f***ing nut him. I'd kill him. End of.
I've known one or two. They can be very, creative, I think that's the word.
The people I hate are the ones who say they're, ambidextrous, yeah? I mean, it's just greedy.
Here at the Mountjoy Institute of Manual Deviation in North London, Dr. Andy Dexter is pioneering new techniques in treating the maladroit.
People often come to us in a state of considerable distress. They may have tried to mutilate their left hand, sometimes successfully, although often they do just miss. Our technique, which has been enormously effective, is called electropunitive dissuasive therapy.
Does that work?
Oh yes. If you whack 20,000 volts through someone every time they use their left hand, they soon stop.
But they don't stop being left-handed.
Well, in practice, yes. I don't think there's a lot you can do about what's going on inside people's heads. Left-handedness is a fact of life, like having red hair or flat feet. The best we can do is to train people to cover it up, so the poor bastards don't get beaten up in the street.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
It's nearly going home time.
Not for me. I'm working late.
Ah, so you don't fancy going down the pub?
Can't be done, I'm afraid. I've got a pitch tomorrow.
Oh, right. Just a thought.
So you back tomorrow?
No. Well, I don't think so. They usually call on the day. Can you come in? You know, but Chantal didn't.
Well, thank you for everything today, and good luck with it all.
Cheers.
Well, I mean, it's in the Bible, so, you know, it says in there.
Sorry, where in the Bible?
In Ecclesiastes, yeah. And in Leviticus, yeah, it's in both of them.
Do you know what it actually says?
I don't need to know, I mean, but it is actually wrong. You know, it's a fact. My Sunday school teacher told me. He's also my dad, actually. But yeah, he told me, so, I mean...
And that's good enough for you?
Absolutely, sure. Jesus sits on the right hand of the Father, not the left hand. So, yeah, I do know that. Yeah.
She wasn't really my type anyway. I don't really go for left-handed girls.
Do you ever wish you were right-handed?
You still love him, don't you? I mean, I'm his mum, aren't I? Of course I do. He's still my little Martin. But it is difficult. I just wish he could be happy.
What we're saying is that at the end of the day, left-handed people have rights.
They just don't use them.
Human rights, just like you and me, that is what we are saying.
Right, okay, but a lot of people have criticised that, haven't
Well,
they?
sure. There, yes, of course, there'll always be that dissenting voice.
So what would you as an MP say to someone who says that fundamentally left-handedness is just plain wrong?
Well, the government has made. Look, if you look back into the past, there were many prejudices that nowadays people would consider completely weird. And maybe one day people will say that about the left-handed issue.
So do you think we could ever see an openly left-handed Prime Minister?
In theory, yes. But you have to be realistic. I mean, they're flying around the world, they're meeting other leaders, signing treaties. I mean, how would that look? I mean, we'd be a complete laughingstock.